Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone. This in the comment section, if you can see my screen, I want you to, in my class, don't say yeah. If you can see my screen, okay. Thank you. Tell me why. Thank you. Tell me why. So I guess we are waiting for um other people to join us. And first of all, I want to apologize for last week. As I communicated with some of our students, and they were like, "You are too fast, sir. You're too fast." So this today, I'll try all my best, all possible best, to make sure I am calm, and I believe we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to develop something cool for ourselves. So, good evening once again. Good evening. My name still remains the same, Blessing Femi. So I'll be taking the data sourcing, data loading, and cleaning. So I just have like 5 to 7 slides here, just introduction. Oluwole and Isaac, as giving us foundation of what we need to do today, right? So why I'll be going through this class, I want, I believe by now we have we have Anaconda software on our system, and then we have the Python on our system, the programming language Python on our system. I believe by now we all have it. So if you have it downloaded on your system, you can see in the comment section and just say yes if you have it on your system already. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Feolua. Thank you, Kisling. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, Jumoke. Yes, one of the students that reached out to me. Thank you, Otun. Yeah, thank you, Bolan Oguntunde. Yeah, thank you. That is great. That is awesome. Awesome. So I said for this class, I'm going to be very, very like calm, patient, because I want us to gap what we are doing, and then the foundation. We need the foundation for this class. We need the foundation. Like at least the foundation should be strong. So while this class is going on, I want you all to open Anaconda Navigator. Right, just go to your search engine, then open Anaconda on your system. I can't, I'm not able to download Python. It's giving me error. So I don't know the error, but I think you should keep trying. So while we are, preparing ourselves, please open Anaconda Navigator. Just go to the search engine. After this slide, when I'm done with this slide, I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you how to open it. But for some of you that know how to open it again, you can open that on your system. Open, then launch Jupyter Notebook. Open and launch Jupyter Notebook. Yes, I have Google Colab. We good. Yeah, you can use that. Folabi Dolapo, you can use that for the class. Google Colab. If you are connected to the internet, you can use Google Colab. Someone asked a question last week, was asking about PyCharm. You can use PyCharm, but most time PyCharm is for data science professionals, like engineers, like you are running your code, scripting. You are scripting your code. That is when you're using .py. But for some of us that were still learning, we should use Jupyter Notebook, right? So please open your Anaconda, open Jupyter Notebook, launch Jupyter Notebook from your Anaconda. So for this class, just we have 4 things that we'll be doing. Will be introduction to data sorting. So I'll be teaching us how to search data online. Some of us here are already data scientists. You know how to search data set online. That is secondary data set. You know, we have 2 types of data sets, majorly 2 types of data sets. Secondary data set and primary data set. That's a local data set. You know, as a researcher, I like using primary data set most times. But when we have search and we don't see anything like primary data set, we use secondary data set. Right. So I'll be making this class more simpler, like as if we're just starting, don't even know anything, like just flowing. Right. Then we'll be looking at how we are going to load the data set, then cleaning the data set using the main median. We've just focus on mean median today for our class, like mean median cleaning our data set. Then the repository for data set search, then a little bit of class activities. Then, but for this class, we'll focus on a data set, diabetes related data set. We'll focus on that. I'll be teaching us how to, look for the data set. You search for data sets, you go online. And then before I continue, I would like to ask a question from us. What is data? I think Oluwole as what is data? Well, some of us are asking for data. What's data? What's data set? So in the comment section, I want to see your answer. What is data to you? What is data? What is data? Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Raw facts and figures. Okay. It said raw facts and figures. Unprocessed raw facts. Okay. Data is unprocessed information. Facts. Okay. That's good. Data of facts and figures. Okay. So we need that. We need that for our work. Collection of data. Okay. Someone say collection of data, collection of details. So it's a structural, organized data. Something that is already structured, right? Structured in a structured format. Okay, data is a raw, unorganized, and yet to be processed facts. Awesome. So we need a data set for this our work. We need a data set to process them. Then my first class, I gave example of data scientists and data analysis, right? I said data analysis, it's insight. Why data set is when you're applying machine learning, AI to it. Okay, July is that. I don't understand something. So that's for that. So for this class, I said I'm going to do data sorting. So data sorting is the process of locating and acquiring data relevant to your project, right? And data can come from public repository, APIs, surveys, institutions. Now, why we are doing this? Why we are already working? We want to work with data. Then some of you want to focus on something unique. For example, I am focusing on, I like health data sets, right? As a researcher, then I want to look for insights. I want to apply my machine learning model on it. I want to see where there's diseases, diagnosis of diseases and the likes, applying ML on it. Then, I've worked with different data sets for finance, then for maybe computer visions, different type of data sets. Right? I've worked with different. So, but for this class, we focus on a data set that is easy. That I think we can bring out insights, because I'll be asking questions, we'll be communicating together while we are also coding, doing one or two things on our system. right? So I believe every one of us have your system with you. Today's class, we're not using FOMO system, right? We're using our system. So data set will be gotten from public. So Oluwole has giving us example of where we can get data set from Kaggle, from UCI. UCI from Kaggle is a wide range of public data set across domain. Some of you want to work data set with agriculture, want to look for insights, right? Then health for finance, and you can get data set from data.gov, get data set from Google, then Google data set search, can get our data sets from there. But for this class, we'll focus on Kaggle, right? So, and I have my system still to buy my eyeglasses. Who is this? Eyeglasses is not compulsory for now. So what is there? So each student to search and select a data set of interest. So, but for me, for this class, I'll be using diabetes mellitus dataset, right? Then, as a data scientist or data analyst or data scientist, you should know what you want to use your data set for, right? Okay, I'm getting data set. What did I want this data set to do? Apart from clean, what did I want this data set to do? What did I want to achieve with data set? There with me. So we should begin to think, okay, for this class, what data set should I download when I open my Google Kaggle repository? What data set should I work with? Right? Okay, this data set, why am I getting it? What for? What is the problem? What did I want to solve? So we need all the stuff we need to begin to think about it. Right, give it a notebook, application launch. Please, how did I fix that? We'll get, I think we'll fixing that. You can restart your system, then open an Anaconda again, or just on your command prompt, just click on no, not command prompt, from your search engine, just type Jupyter Notebook. Right, analyze and create insights. Okay, that's for that. So after this slide, we'll be doing this objective together. We'll be doing together, searching for data set, looking for data set online, then save it, and then do one or two stuff, we'll play with it, right? So note data set name, the source, the format, a few keys, and attributes. So every data set have attributes, every data set have features, right? In data science, we have something called instances and features. We have, instances and the features. I'll be showing us instance and features. It's the same thing. It's called rows and column, right? In data science. But now that we want to become a data scientist using ML, AI, and the likes, you want to know all these times as we are moving, right? So our focus for today is 8 data sets. Focusing on data sets, then focusing on diabetes mellitus data sets. I'll be showing us how to get that. So while I'm showing you how to get your own data set, you too can say, okay, me, I don't want to use diabetes mellitus data set. I want to use finance data set. I want to use, last week I showed you a system, like a spam detection system that was created. We're getting there. When we are done, we'll send assignment to you. And I was working for a client that said you need a system, you need a machine learning model, right? Train the machine learning model on a particular data set. So we got a data set from Kaggle, that's email phishing, SMS data sets that are fake, all those coming letters, words, images, messages, right? We got it from Kaggle. Then we train our model. I think I use naive Bayes. We train our model on stuff. Then when we are done, we now create a system using a simple flag, right? So we'll be doing that after we're done cleaning our data sets, showing the EDs and like this. Today's class is just for cleaning, sorting data sets. Then we'll clean. We'll do that together. and we develop a system. We should be able to develop something. So that is more main focus, not just you running a code. We need to develop something that other people can can use, right? So available data set is check cargo, then features for the data set we want to work with glucose, blood pressure, BMI, age, the outcome. Now I said something in the slide before now that why are you getting this data set? Right? Some of our data analysis students that are in this class will begin to note what is features. Okay, what for diabetes now? What cause diabetes? Can I have a answer? What is to cause diabetes most time? Okay, what's the problem of Nigeria currently now? Right? Can I see one or two people, putting that? Okay, somebody say for diabetes, sugar. Okay, correct, sugar. That is the glucose level. Now, sometimes for diabetes again is somebody said high sugar. The broker said no money, no money, no money is to cause this way. Excess glucose. Okay, Emmanuel said excess glucose, sugar, high level of sugar. Correct, correct. Okay. Stress cause diabetes. Also, as a good today says stress, sugar, insulin deficiency. Correct. Oh, that's great. Now, people are already thinking already, like, okay, what about data set that I need to get? Like you visit your doctor, I need so data sets. I want to train my model on. I want to check for insights, right? But for example, again, now I want to work on finance, I want to work on Nigeria. Like, oh, people are complaining in Nigeria. Okay, somebody said no money. People are already complaining in Nigeria presently. Like Nigerian. Like so problem. What's the problem of Nigeria? Politics, no money, bad leader. So we need somebody say bad leader. Now we need data set for all the bad leaders in our country. Then we need to train our model on it. Like, okay, we put it for so the bad leader after we have like checked the insight. Okay, who will win the next election? The next one. I'm not saying anything, no, but all is well. Someone say inflation, corruption, high cost of living, bad governance. All these things, if you want to work on inflation, you will need a data set for that. Right. If you want to work on corruption, you will need a data set. That is the meaning of data sets. So somebody was asking, what was data set? I have not heard about data set before. So you will need something to train on, to analyze. Okay, based on this insight, this is what I want to work with. So that is what Oluwole was, has been talking about. Isaac has been like data set. So when you go out today after this class and you're like, okay, I know what is data set now. I need something to train my model on, right? So thank you very much for your answer. So that's why I said we're working on diabetes mellitus. So we need to we need the data set that contains features like glucose, the blood pressure, the BMI. The BMI is the body mass index. I shouldn't say okay. Age and outcome, right? So we need all the stuff that somebody still say bad governor. Let's continue to our class. Now, code, going back to code, data loading, cleaning in Python, we'll get to that. So I want everybody now to, open Anaconda. Mr. Blessing is the problem. Mr. Blessing, Olufemi is the problem of Nigeria. How am I the problem of Nigeria? All is well. So when we're done with this data science, I need to answer that person that said Mr. Blessing is the problem of Nigeria. I don't know if you have seen some of my work. When you're done with data science or done with this class, at least you're able to develop something that should help your community. So I believe I'll be helping my community with one or two models and it has been working. So we'll see that later, right? Okay, so that is that. Okay, that is for that. Let us now, I'll be sharing my screen. Then I'll be showing us how to download get data set online, and sort for data sets, because Kaggle somehow is somehow tricky in getting data set. Then I will show us how to now, from something. So please, while we're doing that, open an account. Just go to your search engine. I don't know if I should share my entire screen from this. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. I'll first share my entire screen, then I'll stop that to share to show us how to open Anaconda. Show us how to open Anaconda. Yeah, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, everyone, please can just say yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Mr. Oluwole. Thank you for answering all the questions. Okay. Drop this and so what I'm trying to do is I want to see, like, you can just open your Anaconda. If you have opened your Anaconda prompt, your Anaconda navigator, please say yes. Yes, I'm saying yes, I'm saying no. Yes, open your Anaconda prompt. It's the same thing you want to do now. Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen like a double screen? You can see it. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. I want more respond, more respond, more respond. Correct. People are saying yes. You are saying somebody saying no. Yes, yes. Then can you see something like I click on my tap here to search. I click on tap here to search for, I believe every one of us by now should have downloaded Anaconda notebook. By now should have downloaded Anaconda notebook, right? Or Anaconda navigator. Okay, so now I want to open Anaconda navigator, right? So what I'll just do is I click on this search here, then I type Anaconda navigator, Anaconda navigator. So before you are done typing it, your screen is not visible. Oh, that's gone off again. Why is my screen going off? Let me reshare. Please, admin, I don't know if you can share my screen too. No. So admin, I'm not sharing my screen. I want to share my entire screen. I'm done with the slide already. I'm done with the slide. I want to share my entire screen. No, thank you. I can see my screen now. I can see my screen now. So now something is popping up. Can you see my screen now? Okay, thank you. Yeah, yes. So Anaconda navigator, then you click on Anaconda navigator. Just one click, then you wait for it to open. So when you click on that, something like this will come up. Something like this will come up. So I was saying something last week that Anaconda navigator hosts other software IDs, like other IDs. It's an environment that hosts other IDs for data science, for data analysis. So you see something like this, like Jupyter Notebook, Jupyter Lab, VS Code, you see something like PyCharm. I said something before beginning of this class that PyCharm is used mostly for data professionals. Like if you're not a pro, you want to be writing your code in scripting, you want to script your code. So all these things will be open. Then what we just need for this Anaconda Navigator is Jupyter Notebook for now. Maybe in the next class we'll be using Jupyter Lab. Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook are still the same thing. The only difference is the GPU. I think Jupyter Lab have GPU, then Notebook will not have GPU. So, but we need this the notebook, Jupyter Notebook. So what you just do is you click, just launch Jupyter Notebook on your Anaconda Navigator. You launch it, just launch. So when you launch Jupyter Notebook, white, when you launch it, a web browser will open, depending on what you use. Like anytime you want to open, you click on any link, right? So you want to like open anything you want to click on, you want to go to online and light or web browser. So a web browser is going to open, and what is opening is Jupyter Notebook that will be opening on your web browser. So just launch it. That's what I want from you. Launch your Jupyter Notebook. So yes, sir. Okay. So if you have launched it, something like this will come up. Something like this will come up. So this is what I need to do. Let me reshare my screen again for just that part. So I'll focus on that part. Won't be seeing double screen. So please, if you have opened your Anaconda Notebook, Anaconda Navigator, please click on it, open it. Then what I want is launch Jupyter Notebook. Launch it. Launch Jupyter Notebook. Then for some of you that would like to use Google Colab, maybe you are finding it difficult. Now, let's do it like this. Since most of us are online, right? Since most of us are online, I still need the data set. Still need data set. This is the easiest way. But since most of us are online, we can just use Google Colab. Google Colab. But if there's any glitch in your internet, you have to start all over again. So launch. Okay, thank you. If you have launched, just click on those. I want to see your comment. Launch, launch, launch. I want to see that on your comment. I've done that correct. Thank you, Dorcas. Yeah. Launch it. So I'll be sharing my own screen too. I want to share the full screen where you can see launch. Thank you, Blessing. Yeah, that's my namesake. Jupyter Notebook launch. But I believe by now we should have downloaded an Anaconda Notebook, Python, and you have you want to just launch and prepare for the class. Launch. Thank you, Babs. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Dorcas. Launch. I think I want 80% of this class should have launched Jupyter Notebook. 80% launch already. I'm waiting to Devin. Correct. I don't know if admin have shared the code we want to work with today, but we'll be doing that together one by one. Correct. Thank you very much. So now, let me drop this screen. I want to stop this and open my own launch screen. So while I'm doing that, please, if you have launched your Jupyter Notebook, I just want you to just on the comment section, just put launch. Then we are good to go. Now, yes, this when you launch your screen, if you can see my screen, I want to say yes. If you can see my screen, yes. You can see my screen. Launch, yes. You can see my screen now. Yes, yes. There's a lot on my screen. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So from here, screen is visible. Okay, what I'll do again is I still have to enlarge it for everyone to see very well. You can zoom and zoom it. Now, last week, I said that we should create a folder and call it DSA. Create a folder on your system and call it DSA, right? Last week. If you have not done that, please do that as fast as possible. That as fast as possible. Create a folder. I can't see anything. Done. I guess maybe admin should help me. Okay. Okay. I'm done with the slide. Okay, so I just this practical class is more practical. So we want to write our code. We should not let us go into action. For that created, thank you. So I'll be calmer in this class. I'll be calm. At least I think 80% response. I just want 80% response. Just flow with me. Create a folder. Yes, sir. Just create it. Create a folder on desktop. Create it. I'll wait for you. I'm not fast again. Folder created. Thank you. Somebody is saying my screen is still blurry. Yeah, give it on book now. Okay. Why is my screen still blowing? Another person said my screen created folder. Okay. Create a folder and call it DSA. Create a folder, call it DSA. Done. Thank you. Then you can still come back to watch this. Thanks, sir. Thank you. Ubuntu Day. Yeah. Thank you, Blessing. Thank you. My screen is okay. By fire by force, today, we will do something together. By fire by force. That's why I'm here. Because if you know the foundation, we're good to go. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, now you've launched your screen, then go back to your browser. Then on your browser, what I want you to look for the folder called desktop. On your desktop, look for a folder called desktop. Look for a folder that is called desktop. Then when you click on desktop, like for now, when I launch my screen, let me launch it. Okay, when I launch my screen, this is what it's showing. So you see folder like contacts, desktop, documents, download, favorites, Intel, links, music, or the like. But what concerns us for this class is desktop, because that is where we save our folder, or that's where we want to work with. So document is good to work with, download is good to work with, but for this class, let us use desktop. So what you do is for me is you can double click. For some system is double click, while another system is one time. But for my own system, I have to double click it. I'm using Windows for this class, right? For some of you that are using what do you call it, MacBook, you can do same thing. Linux and do same thing for this class. So when I double click it, you see DSA. You would have seen something like DSA. You see code new Datacan. Okay, sorry, Datacan is one of my projects I'm working with. Then DSA. I don't need DSA. So what you do for me is click on DSA. Right. Click on DSA. Let me see if we are following. Okay, I cannot see desktop on my own. Okay, now if you can't see desktop on your Jupyter notebook, when you launch your Jupyter notebook, but can you see documents? Can you see documents? What folder can you see there? Please, someone say you can't see. I want to see it in your document. What folder can you see? tell me the folder. What you just do is just go and create a folder inside. If it's document, you can see, create a folder inside the document, call it DSA. Any folder you are creating, save it inside the folder you can see, right? Okay. Okay. So Combo does not have desktop though. Wow. I don't know what we'll do about that. I am on a corner. Which app should I open? And Jupyter Notebook, launch Jupyter Notebook. You see Jupyter Notebook, launch it. Okay, yeah, somebody say OneDrive. Yeah, you can desktop, check OneDrive. You can see this OneDrive on your folder. Look for it, click on it, and play with it. Today class, everybody must do something. we must do something because I will not come today. We must open this something today, and we must do something today. By fire by force, right? At least. So okay. Now, before we import our maybe data set and the likes, first thing is data sorting actually. But I want us to, at least if you can do this one, you can open your Jupyter Notebook, launch it. It's awesome. It's awesome. Please, I run Anaconda as an administrator. Why do you go to Anaconda as an administrator? Just launch it. Don't document. Okay, save your document, save your work. Open the folder in document. Go back to your document, go that is backend, go back, then open your folder, call it DSC, and save your work there. Jupyter Notebook is not opening, like how? Then open Jupyter Notebook and launch it. So, okay, now while we're doing that, because of our time, now on your, we need to sort for data sets actually. Now, while we're doing this, opening the folder inside documents, then launching your desktop and like. Now, I believe admin should afford this folder, the slide or a code afford it to us. But if he has not, I don't know, maybe I believe they afford it. If you have not seen any folder, all these things here you are seeing here, it has not been forwarded to you. We are going to do that. We're going to work on that ourselves. We're going to write the code from scratch. Right. So it's not something that is hard. So why we are doing this, and then we have seen my screen. I'm clicking. Last week class was pandas, where I was showing us all this stuff, right? I was showing us all this stuff. So, but before then, before we sort data sets, let us open like a Jupyter cell, a Jupyter notebook cell. So if you want to open that, a new notebook here. So on this navbar, you see something like file running. Then at the right hand side, the upper right hand side, you see something like new. You see something like upload. You see something like new, and you see something like upload. So we want to open a new Jupyter notebook, like a new cell inside Jupyter notebook, where we can put our data sets, train our model, visualize the data set, play with it, and do everything we want to do, right? So for you to open that, what we just need is, though I have something already on ground that I want to work with, but I want us to type, like do something hands-on. So I'll be showing us, then I will allow us to type, right? So it's something like upload. This upload, you can use it when we go to data sorting. You can use it to download our data set, upload our data set inside this folder, right? Inside this place. So I have something already, diabetes CSV already. I'll show us how to get that. Then now, I want to open a new cell. So when I click on new, right, you see something like Python 3 kernel. It's an environment where we want to work. You see something like terminal. You see something like console. You see something like new file. And you see something like new folder. But what we need for this class is Python 3. Python 3, right? On the navbar, like you should be able to see it on your own screen. So you see Python 3, terminal, console, So for professionals, I believe there are professionals in this class, or Oga, that they like running their Python code, like all their codes, scripting, they like scripting their code. So when you're scripting your code is .py. So we just come to terminal and .py. We don't need that now. So we should not stress ourselves. What we just need is Python. So what you do on new, they click on Python 3. Click on Python 3. And on another new browser is going to open. So it's loading another new browser where I can now play. Something like this is open. So if you have done that, let me see from the comment section. I have not seen Python 3. Have you done that on the comment section? I have not seen Python 3. Why have you not seen? Have you seen something like this new? Yes, you can use Jupyter Lab. You can use Jupyter Lab. Done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Blessing. Done. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Done. 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 Yes. Done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've got Python under environment bias under me. I don't understand your question, Divine. Done. Done. I love this. I love this class today. Maybe because maybe because I'm calmer today. So everybody will work. It is only notebook, terminal, console. So yeah, spirit and flame. You saw notebook, terminal. So click on notebook. If you see notebook, click on notebook. Leave terminal alone. Leave console alone. Yeah. Go collab users. Open collab. If you can use collab. But because of our time, I will have shown us how to use collab too. We can use PyCharm, collab, Spider, all these things to work with this stuff. Right. But for this class, because of internet, I and my team say we should use this Jupyter notebook, right? It's just Python, not Python. Yeah, some of you will see Python, some of you will see Python 3. So click on Python, sure, Divine, you can do that. It's meant to be Python 3. Some will see Python 3, some will just see only Python, some will see just see only notebook, right? So do that, just click on it, see. Same thing, new Python 3, IPY kernel, just click on Python 3. Python 3. That's what I want, just Python 3. Now on this Jupyter notebook, then you see something like untitled. You see something like untitled. You can change this untitled to DSA. You can change to DSA. You can rename it to DSA. Though I have a folder, but this one is inside the folder now. Right. So the DSA. No, I need that. I don't know why it's changing. I don't need that for now. So for this Python 3 or Jupyter notebook, another stuff I'll be opening. You see something like file, just like your normal Windows file, new CSMT, new notebook, terminal, new test, notebook, Jupyter. You want to save your work, but you can't be doing control save in this place so every time because you're saving like PDF. Just as if you're in web browser. You see something like save all, rename, reload notebook from this and all this stuff like that. On edit, you can undo, you can redo, you can paste, normal Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We programmers, most times we like Ctrl C and Ctrl V. You see something like delete, all this stuff, just normal on a number, something like that. Then run cell to run our cell. Each cell, all this stuff is each cell. If I press BB now, like B on my keyboard, B, 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 B. All these things are called cells. Cells. They're all cells, right? Then kernel is to restart our kernel. That is this engine. All this stuff here is the engine to start our kernel. Maybe you are having too much error and I need to restart it. Then settings, how you want your Anaconda to be. Like most time when I use these settings, I don't know if it's here. As a programmer, I like using dark. Everything should be somewhat dark because of my eyes, right? Because of the eyes, like that screen. Then test the editor, like how my font should be, You can all these things you can play with it, but we don't need these things now. Increase stamina forms. We don't need all this stuff now. Help. You can play alongside with this. But very, very quickly, before we go to data sorting, can we all do something like print out your name? Just print out your own name in Python. You are not, this is not what we are doing today. Just print out your name. What we just do is the input function is print, just follow, print inside your quotes, my name is Blessing. My name is Blessing. Typing fast. My name is Blessing. Then you run. If you are done, I see favor, I see divine. Please, I want to do something. So to run this cell, faster, what I do is instead of coming here, instead of coming to this something like this like one cell. Anytime I'm done with each cell, instead of coming and say one cell, what I do is faster or the fastest way. Though you don't need this, maybe later you learn, but fastest way is I just press shift enter, shift enter, shift enter. The fastest way to run a cell. Print my name is Blessed. Okay, let me see if the class is we are flowing. I can see it now. Okay. So everybody, I want you to print out your name. Print out your name. Then yeah, shift enter, correct. Isaac, correct. Blessing, correct. Thank you. Correct. At least if you can do this thing with Python, print my name is Blessing, not print hello do. Just my name is Blessing, my name is Dave, my name is Praise. Babs, correct. Thank you. Thank you. You're following the class. It's awesome. So the way this class is going to on today, I believe by next class, I don't want to be fast. By next class, you'll be able to develop something. We develop something. Every code or every model you train on, you should be able to develop, come up with something. You should be able to help your community or help your family or help yourself. So develop a web framework using Flask. So I keep saying it. Done. Correct. Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin, today, Joseph Tofumi, Joseph, Rowole, Ademola, Femi. Thank you. I need more response. My name is Blessing. My name is Blessing. So last week, Oluwole and Isaac, the divine Python, and I added that my own definition of Python is English-like. And you see that it's very, very simple. Just print my name is Blessing. What of people say print? Now begin to look at it. What of if I say print instead of my name is Blessing or my name is your name? You can just put print I love, just put your food. Now I love fufu. Just put I love fufu. Instead of my name is your name, put I love fufu. Or I love my health. Then shift enter. Let us see what it's going to give you. I love my health. Let's see what it's going to give you. So I know that professionals on this something, but for those of us that are still, want to learn and want to grow from foundation, let us just play. This foundation is simple, actually. I love fufu. For some of you that like a banko, put it there. I love eba and type it. I love eba, I love fufu, I love amala, all these things. Just play along. You can go to the next cell and actually go to the next cell and put print I love amala, print I love my health, print something. Just put something inside the quotation, and let us see what's going to give us. Now this is beautiful. I love my health. Correct. Adekemi. Correct. That's awesome. Print I love my wife. Mr. Dave, I don't know. Yeah. We know you love your wife. Okay, so that is great. That is I love Jesus. That is awesome. I'm sorry to type down. Okay, that is awesome. I love what we are doing. So So we'll be going progressively, and then we'll be enjoying it. Just be flowing. Just be flowing. Now, the next thing we need for this class is we need our data, right? But for me, as I'm taking it now, like I like programming. I like it all. As if we just be programming. I can program till now to go, but let us just understand the basic and know what we are doing. So we need data that we want to train. I love God. So we need data that we want to train, and we need data that we want to flow with. And then for this class, I don't know if we should go for break, because I don't know if we need break. I'll be flowing. So and we'll be doing it. I'll be giving us time to do what we want to do. So now for this class, last week, I taught us pandas, those same thing. Welcome to Ellis class and the likes. We didn't know these things from data, but we don't need this for now. Let us just go straight to the point. Now on your browser, when I started this class, I said that we need data set. Now you begin to think, what type of data set do I want to use? I said for this class, we need diabetes mellitus data set. Diabetes mellitus. I don't know how they're pronouncing it, mellitus or mellitus. So I love working that data set. So then the repository we'll be using for this class is Cargo. We're using Cargo or Cargo, anyone, anyhow you want to call it. We're using Cargo. So what you do on your browser is type cargo.com, or anyhow you want to type it on your browser. Like just leave what we are doing, just leave it. We need our data set. I want to teach us how to sort data set, then how to download your diabetes mellitus data set. That's what I want to teach us. Then if you don't want to use diabetes mellitus, look for any finance data set. Then cargo.com. Then click enter. From here, you'll be seeing something like welcome blessing, long Femi. Now, on my screen, on Cargo, this Cargo, no break here. This way. I don't know if there should be break. On Cargo, you will see something like on the right hand side, upper side, something like login, sign up, like just sign up immediately on cargo.com, then sign up. So I'll be waiting for your response. So instead of just searching, there's something like you see something like Cargo, see something like search, welcome you, and for you want to see welcome you, make sure you log in or sign in. Signing is awesome. Like you can do that sharp. I have Cargo already. Oh, correct. I have the Cargo account already. Correct. That's awesome. So sign in. So I'm waiting for us. Okay. Now, if as we're doing that, I have an account already. Awesome. So for some of us I don't want to sign in, what we'll do is let us search. Let us look for data set. Sign in with email. Yes, sign in with your email. Done. Sign in with your email. Done. Correct. Which if you clap, I'll tell you to clap for yourself. I will like everybody clap for yourself. But that is awesome. I think there's a sticker for clapping for yourself. Done. Correct. So for this class, we'll be doing a lot of data sets, getting data sets, training data set. And on this Cargo, you'll have seen ready-made code that people have worked on. Then maybe I can even share some of my codes with you on Cargo. Then apart from that, one of the something you're going to gain from this class is, on LinkedIn, if you do one small stuff on LinkedIn, the way they to put the English, like just normal print hello world. Some people just go to LinkedIn, like they just start putting their English. So all this stuff you can just screenshot it and put it on your social media. I can do this thing, but I'm not saying it should be fake. So now just continue. On Cargo, I want to work with diabetes mellitus data set. But first of all, for my research, I have a research I'm working on currently, and I'm working on breast cancer. Right, I'm working on breast cancer. Last 2 days, I worked on the network institution detection system. So I needed a data set badly instead of a local data set. to get local data set, that is primary data set in Nigeria currently, you need to pass through a lot of stress. I know somebody that was looking for data set 2 years before you could get the data set that I'm working on currently. That's on breast cancer, right? So now, we have data set that has already worked on and it's on Kaggle. So if for my search engine, you'll have seen something like that, big data set, network research data set. I work with weather, video data set, brain tumor data set, different data set that I've worked on. So, but for this class, this data set is we need this data set a lot to help you. Then for some of you that are in network environment or agriculture, you can just put maybe agriculture or just think of what you need. Last week I said anything you can think, you can code. And I need data set for it. So I need diabetes mellitus data set. Then I click enter data set. Well, let me show you breast cancer data set. Just data set. Breast cancer data set. So most times when you click on, I'm coming to diabetes mellitus data set. So most times when you click on, let me see if the class is on. Okay. Break. Okay. So we're having break at 8 p.m. and 8 p.m. for you to take your attendance. We're having break at 8 p.m. for you to take your attendance. So don't forget your attendance. Okay. Don't know if I'm going to go for break. I don't know if you go for break. Correct. So most times when you click on, when you need a data set for health, for finance, for anything you want to do, anything, I'm just focusing on something. Then sometimes you see like plenty search stuff. Your own is just okay. Anything related to data set or anything like you are seeing breast cancer on it. I'm going to diabetes. Okay, I'm seeing something like breast cancer here. Then I'm seeing somebody that work on it. Then something like this is going to open. That you'll be seeing sometimes when it open, you see like plenty codes. You'll be shocked, what down to do like this? Don't panic. Your own is just click on anything that is related to what you're looking for. Then go to inputs. Go to inputs. Simple. Click on anything what you're looking for. Then go to inputs. Anything. If you want to work with pitching, like fishing now, network, go to Kaggle, type the network institution or network anything of finance, type it finance data set, any type of data set, click on it, then go to input. So when you go to inputs, you by the right hand side to almost everything needs to be right hand side. You see something like breast is to pathological stuff, and this is where you need to do research actually. We'll come into this, see something like all this stuff here. These are data sets that you can download. The all data sets you can just download for your work. Then at the upper side, when you click on what you want to work with, so this one is image. We're not doing deep learning. Maybe the next class, I don't know if we are done working with image. That is deep learning, CNN. I know we are afraid of CNN. Then see something like download. Something like download, then download it. I don't need the data set. What concerns us for this class is diabetes, right? Diabetes data set. That's what concerns us for this class. Now, I'll be giving us a reason why I choose diabetes. Why not spam image? Why not finance? Why not something related to Nigeria? Why not general stuff? I'll be giving us reasons why we need health. Health is wealth, actually. Health is wealth. Then we need to work on our health. Then I believe maybe by the end of this class, you develop a system that you'll be using every day. Check your blood sugar. So now I said anything related to diabetes. So I'm clicking on this. Okay. I'm clicking on this. Then next thing is what? Input. For some of you, for your data set, you see Piman Indian. Most data sets on Kaggle is collected by these Indian people, Pima India, call it Pima India. Then from there, you'll be seeing description of data set. Data set consists of this one. So what we just need is when you click on input, sometimes on the right hand side, you see something like download. Where this place I'm putting copy and edit. Or at the right hand side where I'm seeing this data diabetes.csv, we're working with numeric data set. We're not working with image or no data sets. This data set, this CSV is a format that is stored like they collect the data set in Excel sheet and they save it as CSV. Save it as CSV. Then by the right hand side of this, you see something like download this link here. There with me, something like this. Click here. So what you just do for me is click on it and download fast, very, very fast. As I say, we need this data set. We don't need 1 billion data set for now. This data set we need. You click on it and download. So if you have downloaded your data set, I want to see yes. Like I want to see it on the comments, yes. I believe there's a WhatsApp group also that before the link for data set for everything that we need every class. Okay. Okay, so we'll be going for a break, just 3-minute break. Let us say 3-minute break. So I'll come back. So what we'll do, so everybody download your data set, download diabetes mellitus data set, download it, then if possible, I'll teach us what to do again. But if possible, if you can get data sets, some of you when you download your data set, it will take you to your download. You can check your download. But make sure you take your data set, the data set diabetes CSV, take it to your DSA folder. So we're having a break now, then we continue later to explore. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. I believe we are done with attendance. Then okay, from the comments, I'm not there. Attendance, attendance. I'm seeing more of attendance. So just a little bit of recap. Then we should be rounding up, rounding up. Correct. So soon. So I was like, let us open Jupyter Notebook, go to Anaconda Navigator, open, launch Jupyter Notebook, then open a new cell or a new notebook using new, right? So we've done that. Then now we need to play with our data sets, right? We need to play with our data set. So I said that on your browser, maybe you can just open another new part on your browser. You go to cargo.com. Just type cargo, yes, and type diabetes dataset. Last week I showed us spam, this spam mail. So you can see SPAM, it's not the other type of spam, like you see, or pitching dataset, right? So different dataset you want to work on. Phishing dataset is for network. You want to look for network breach. Right. So, but for this class, we want to focus on diabetes dataset. So I taught us how to look for it. Click on diabetes dataset. Look for anything that is related to diabetes. Sometimes they are just, they are funny. Then I think this one is KNN diabetes dataset. On get to all this stuff, the what concern you is input. What concern you is input for this class. Then sometimes for the download, you see something like at the right hand side, upper right hand side, you see something like download. Then you can also download code, see something like download, or you can even open it with collab. For some of you that like collab, can open collab and like, or at where the data set is at the right hand side, see something like download there. You can click on download. So as soon as I click on this download, I'm seeing something like diabetes. Now, what I want from us is this. Go to your DSA folder on your Jupyter Notebook on your browser now. Let me look at the comments that I will be following. Jupyter Notebook not opening where to show you documents, folder etc. I don't understand your question. Innocent. So now go to your download. That is when you click on download, you see the diabetes mellitus data set there. Right. Then what I just want is copy the data set, then take it, paste it, just copy and go to DSA and paste the data set there, DSA folder. Either you are opening DSA folder on document, or you are opening it on desktop, or you are opening it on any desktop you want to use on OneDrive. Just take the diabetes mellitus data set that you have downloaded. I put it inside DSA. So when you are done with that, I want to see you on comment section. Just say done. Thank you, Isaac. I can't see input. Thomas, I don't understand. Done. Thank you. When you download your, I'm repeating again. When you download your data set, I believe you have downloaded our data set by now. Done. Yetunde, done. Peace, done. Senior, done. Oyiko Solar, done. Blessing, done. Correct. What I just want is, if you download your data set, it won't take you 1 minute. Data set is small. It's not a big data set. It's not heavy. For this class, it's not heavy. So what I want is, take your data set from anywhere it is. Maybe it's in download. Anyway, when you download any folder, take it and put it inside DSA. So now when you put inside DSA folder, that is DSA folder. So when you put inside DSA folder, what I want from you is now come to your Jupyter notebook, your browser, come to the notebook, and you should see something like diabetes.csv, diabetes.csv. You see something like that on your Jupyter notebook. If you can see it, I want to hear done. I want to see your comment. Done, 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 done. So when you're putting on DSA, come to your desktop again, like DSA. You'll see something like diabetes.csv. Diabetes.csv. If you can see that, you can say done or yes in the comment section. Yes, done, yes, done, yes. So what we want to do for this class is we want to look at the data set, play with it, clean it, and then maybe next class we'll do EDA. Then the next upper class we start applying our model, because we want to be fast. Applying model, predicting, detecting, classification, and then likes. Done. If you can see your diabetes mellitus, yes, 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 done, yes, already added, correct, count, correct. So that shows that you have successfully successfully downloaded data sets and successfully install your code, install everything. Now you now know how to get data set from Kaggle, and you know how to put it in the folder that you want to work with. Beautiful. I love this response. I love it. Unlike last week that we are just rushing. So last week I thought I was teaching professionals, but we are all professionals actually. We are all awesome. Awesome. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, that's for that. Now let's walk. On your, I guess we open a new Jupyter notebook, like new. Now on the right hand side, this Jupyter notebook, that where you put my name is Blessing. My name is Blessing, right? So we're going back there. Then you are going to go back to the next cell, those any free cell under. So if you need more cell, just put your cursor at this end part here, and press B on your tab B as much as possible. B. You see plenty cells that you want to work with. But if you don't need that, so we want to see the data set that we have done. What we want to do, we want to see the data set, data loading, then see what we have downloaded. Now, before this, I think I have a notebook already that I've prepared down already. But we will be doing this together. Then I'll be showing us everything. We'll be doing this together. I'll go back, then I'll be typing that. As I'm typing, you're typing too. Then when anything shows, you have shown that to click on done. So don't be scared of what we are seeing now on my screen. Don't be scared, actually. So I like, as a researcher, one thing first is, why am I using data set? Why did I want to do data set? And I've said diabetes is a chronic, when somebody has said sugar, somebody has said sugar, then we have different type of diabetes, type 1, type 2 diabetes. So some of this stuff, anytime maybe as we are professionals, one or two people give you work to work on, to do insight. You need to know what we are doing, right? You need to know the type of data set. You need to know what is happening. So I say there is type 1, there is type 2. And do you believe me that there is another type of diabetes, gestational diabetes, right? Gestational diabetes used to happen, it happens to pregnant women most times. I'm not sure, but I'm sure in some instance, because I did the research on it. Gestational diabetes happens to pregnant women, like whether they like it or not. So that's why they used to say they should go for antenatal, check themselves, check their blood sugar, check all the stuff they used to check. So for me, we have 3 types of diabetes, right? I know we have professional here that they are good. Yeah, they can be explaining that later. But now, type 1 used to happen to, I think we don't have cases of type 1 like that, but we have cases of type 2. Type 2. And more of type 2 than gestational diabetes, I think a little bit. So then we need early diagnosis. We need to check these data sets. We need to train our model. Okay, based on something we will get. Who are the people that are having diabetes? How so like that? We need to check that. Then I put a problem statement there. that early detection of diabetes is essential. If you are working on breast cancer, early detection of breast cancer is essential. If you are working on phishing or network, early detection of this network is essential using machine learning model. If you are working on finance, all these bridges, all this early detection something is needed. So you need data set for all this stuff, right? So we need a machine learning model. We need the AI model that can predict, detect, right? Do all this stuff. So that is what we are doing. So you should just see that this class is very, 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 very simple. Oh, I need a data set. I need something to work with, right? So is the downloadable file large? I don't understand your question. Correct. That's okay. Thank you, Amarashi Grace. Thank you. Now, okay, I'll do that. I both said I should zoom the screen. I don't know, maybe I should drop me. Okay. Okay, now it's now zooming off. So we need can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Like very well now. I think you can see it now. All these things I'm doing, I have assignment to, I believe I have assignment for us. Get the data, any data set you want to work with, then do your research, a little bit research. Though we don't need this, but you will need it. A little bit research. Problem statement of why am I getting data set? If it's corruption, somebody say corruption, bad government, you know your government that are corrupt. Why am I doing this research? All this is need data set. So that's for that. Thank you for the review. So now early detection is needed to get diabetes mellitus, and then it's essential to reduce long-time health complications and healthcare costs. For someone I think that is working on breast cancer, I'm working on different type of model. Like I love it, working with models, fetching it, fine-tuning it, developing my model. We'll get there. So it's not hard stuff. It's not hard. So many individuals remain undiagnosed due to lack of noticeable symptoms. And then in the early stage, traditional diagnosis, like just looking at yourself, saying, like, sorry, I want to use Yoruba, something is happening in my body, I want to check myself and the likes. Traditional diagnosis method can be time consuming, go to hospital. So you need something, a model that should be able to predict or detect diabetes mellitus. Now, for this class, last week, Oluwole and Isaac, we're talking about pandas. We're talking about NumPy. Now, the data set you have downloaded, that you have downloaded, because we're doing these things together. I'm showing my screen now. The data set that you have downloaded, that I put on DSC, right? Okay, I should recap how you get CSV file into Jupyter Notebook. No, it's not. You're not getting into the. What you do is when you download your data set, when you download your data set, you will see your data set in then download or document. I don't know where you used to see your data anytime you download anything online. So go to where you download what you downloaded. Sometimes, like most people now, most download it will be zip. So you have to unzip it, right? So what you do is copy the data set and bring it to DSA folder. Yeah, okay. Save CSV on your desktop on this. Correct. Thank you. When you correct. Just take it and put it on CSV folder and DSA folder. Right. I'm a coder and a doctor. I'm a researcher. I'm a programmer. I'm not. I'm a doctor, but as a programmer, okay, this is what I used to say. This is what I used to tell people. Why learning programming language? Why learning machine learning model? Why learning AI? After you have done knowing how to code it, after you have known you don't know how to develop your model, what do you want to apply to? What problem do you want to solve? So specifically, most work that I've worked with is I am applying to health sectors, right? I'm applying to a sector. I've worked on chest S3 using machine learning model, that is deep learning model. I've worked on that is during time of COVID-19. I've worked on predicting and likes, and I have people on it, right? different stuff like that. And I worked on network too. So why something is, what did I want to focus this something on? What did I want to use it for? Simple. So when I'm explaining, so I have to do research on the type of data set I want to work with, right? So it's not maybe I'm a doctor. So we need to solve a problem, actually. Solve a problem. That is why we're doing AI model and machine learning model. Solve a problem as fast as possible. Now, okay, I think we'll solve that. Now, on your on your new um on your new stuff, thank you, Mr. Oluwole. Thank you very much for helping. I think a lot of questions. Now, on your new stuff, we need to see the data set. See something here. This data set contains pregnancy, glucose level, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin. This major stuff. Insulin, BMI, diabetes predicting function. I guess some of our data scientists here will have seen insight in this place. We will have seen insight. Hey, I'm seeing 000. We'll come here. But what we just need is now on your first line or second line after you have put your my name is so up there. Now we need pandas. Pandas is a library. So just type or don't leave this one. This one is a comment. Anytime you see arch, anytime you see arch in any code, most code, especially Python code, is a comment. So we don't need this for now. So what we just need is import pandas as pd. So type in import pandas as pd. I'm doing that again. Import pandas as pd. So what import pandas and pd is doing is I want to load my data set. Please, where's my data set? Right. Then type again import. My hand is fast. NumPy as np. So what np numpy is doing is this help me to transform my data set into array. When we get it there, we'll be doing this. So these two things we just need: import pandas as pd and import numpy as np. pd np. We'll be using np, pd, and np. So this is just libraries. One unique thing about Python is everything is a library. That's why I said anything you can think, you can code. Anything you can think, you can code. So, but when you're done with import pandas as np, pd, import numpy and pd, the next thing you want to run this cell, you want to tell this program that, okay, I'm done that. Yeah, run. Now, I believe that we have, last week we installed all the libraries. So when I run this thing now, shift enter, then no, there's no error. Okay. So what I just need, there's no error here. Let me see from the comments if you are following me. Just import pandas as pd, then import numpy as np. Shift enter. Let me restart my kernel because I'll work on this over and over again. If you have done that, if you have run the first stuff, done, correct. Just we want to import like this. What concern us now? Because this will concern us. This is what we want to work with. Import panda as pd, import numpy as np. This is what we want for now. Then we want to see our data set. Simple. We want to see our data set, and now know how to now work with it. As a data scientist, we want to see how we can work with it, play with it. So I'm saying done. Isaac done, Anthony done, Yetunde done, Esther done. I'll wait. I'll wait. Maybe in the next 2 minutes. Everybody must do something. Don't correct. Don't. If you don't have error, there shouldn't be error. Now, when you click shift enter or when you run that cell, when you run that particular cell, you will see error. Why? Because you have installed the libraries last week. You've installed all the libraries that we need for this work. The NumPy, correct. Wow, this is wonderful. It shows that we are good. We are doing well. There's a comment. There's somebody that I need that I want to see that comment. There's the person that be following me. There's somebody. Those when you're done, don't say done. Let's work together. Done. Is it Dockers? Should I highlight it? No, you're not highlighting. No, don't highlight. when you click on import pandas as PD and import numpy as PD as NP, it will change color itself. To change color itself. So you are using the latest Jupyter notebook actually. So even though you are using it, you are not using both. To change color itself. When I click shift enter, it cannot say anything error or comment. Is it? Well, yeah, sure, it's okay. It's okay. Do is okay. No comment, no error, nothing. Just click shift enter. It will open another cell for you. When you click shift enter, it will open another cell. And that's where we want to now visualize. Want to visualize our work. So I get error and cannot go any further. Please, very, very quickly. Someone said you get error. Can you share the error? What error? Joshua Atta. What error? What error? Like you see something like no something is not correct. I'll be like module is not module. If you have any error in this stage, that shows that you have not installed the libraries. If you have any error now, that shows that you have not installed the libraries. Right? Saying that I have to downgrade NumPy. Why we downgrade NumPy? Do you install the right libraries, or you are using another library? Because there are different type of library for NumPy. Just normal NumPy. Pip install. I taught us last week how to install our libraries, right? Then I think somebody reached out to me, and then they were like, something is keep running again when you're installing those libraries. Every time we see it again. When you are done installing libraries, and you know that you are done installing libraries, what you do is remove all those pip install something, remove it. If you want to keep working with that code, just remove it, and you are sure that you have installed it. Yes, mine says so too. Okay, I've installed all the libraries, correct. But why is still giving error? How which I can see your screen on now. We can work together. Downgrade NumPy. So what you do is, if you want to downgrade NumPy, I think Joshua Atta, let's work together. What you do is the error, just copy that error. There's something called LLM. That is LLM is large language model, maybe Copilot, ChatGPTs and the likes. Because I can't see your screen, I will have solved your stuff. I'll have tell you this is what you do. Just copy that part, that error part, then paste it there and ask Baba. I used to call it Ifa. I call it Ifa, but I'm sorry for saying Ifa or the like. But just put something there. It should tell you how the I don't know I should have gone and check the backend and know the type of the downgrading or stuff that you have there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Now, while we are doing that, the next cell is now DF. This number 2 here, DF. Look at this. Load the data set. Data set in CSV format. Now, I believe that the data set is inside your folder. So what I do is DF is a variable. Last week I was like X is equal to W, S is equal to 2, Y is equal to 29. So you are declaring a variable. You are like, please DF, or somebody can say, I can see Joshua, Tope, or all these people, or Oguntunde. You can just put O is equal to, but let us concentrate on this stuff. DF is, please DF, my data set. I can change this part to blessing or BL, right? So anything like is a variable. So DF is equal to pandas. These are input function. This is what they call programming language. Like the Python is have its own programming language. Read, please be typing that. DF PD. Okay, let me type it so you see. DF is equal to PD dot read underscore CSV. My data set now that is saved in diabetes mellitus, I want you to help me read it, right? Diabetes dot CSV format. Some data set are saved in Excel format. You can put the Excel format, that is SLS something. But in this work, in this class, we are concentrating on CSV format, CSV, right? So we are done with that. Then the next thing is DF, like this DF. After I've read it, DF dot head. DF dot head. Then make sure you close the column, open column, and close it. So when you're done that, shift enter. Now I'm having error here. You see? Shift enter. Pi is not non-pi. Okay, thank you. Somebody can see that. Now, I'm having an error here. Now, I like when I say error, like, okay, yeah, now, let's work. Why is he giving me this error? See, something like this. That is what I was trying to answer for the Atta also. Like, he said, name PD is not divine. PD, this PD here, this non-pi is not defined. That is to say, I have not run this cell. Why? And why have I not run this cell? You see 29 here, see 1 here. I used to say, okay, I start my kernel because of this class. I started start my kernel. So I need to run this cell again. I run this cell. Wait. Don't know why it's loading. Okay. Run this cell again, then run this, then to show my data set. Show my data set. So to show all informations in my data. So if you have done this, I want you to say done. File not found error. File not found error. Tomlinson, is it Tomlinson or Sugar? Do you put your data set inside your folder? DSA. DSA. If you have having any error by now, the question is diabetes CSV. This diabetes CSV, do you put it inside your folder? Like when I say come to desktop, come to DSA, have you put your folder in the backend? This diabetes CSV, is it in your folder? Like when I say copy your data set and put it in your DSA folder, is it there? If it's there, you are good to go. But if not there, you have to go and copy that and put it there. So that is what I'm trying to do. So everything I'm doing here is my code, this Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook and code and data set is inside a folder called DSA. Inside a folder called DSA. So what are the errors? Done. Light, Jancy. What error are you having? Else of that. Because sooner or later now, the class will be done with the class. You have error on the DF. Okay. The first, you have error on the DF. Done. Go today, correct. That is great. Just type something on your screen. DF is equal to PD with CSV, diabetes CSV, df.ed. I want to see your code. I want to see if you should show us your data set. Done. So what that the df.ed is doing is going to print the first 5 column, first 5 row of your data set. Done. You shouldn't. Somebody asked question on. Somebody said DF. Why should we have? Why do you should have issue with DF? Do you run? Your DF? Be careful with your spelling. Be careful with what you are. It's not capital letter D, and then are you sure that your df.ed was okay? Like I believe my friend go on. Okay, thank you. So let's continue. That is beautiful. I love this. Now, what do you observe from the first 5 rows? Are there any unexpected value? Now, from the comment section, I want to see the comment section. But before this, let me open another. This showing me the first 5 rows, right? The first 5 rows. I want to see the last row. What I will just do, I want to open a new column B. Then I just it's here. df.tail. I want to see the last row, the last 5 rows. df.tail. Then I want. So it's showing me that I have 667 instances. 667 instances. Like the last 5 rows. I just type it on a new cell. df.tail. And I told you can put BL on anything there. Okay, now let's leave this one. Let's put this one aside. What do you observe from here? This is where the work is now. What do you observe from this data? What do you observe from the first 5 rows? Are there any unexpected value from this first 5 rows? Like looking at this row, pregnancy, glucose, from your own end, what do you observe? Are there any unexpected value? Like there's some value that are not supposed to be there. I want to see it in the comments. 2 minutes. I have to be fast now. 2 minutes. What do you observe in the first 5 rows? like last 5 row done. Oh, correct, correct. I'll just giving that as an example. If you are having PD is not defined, please run your library again. Run your library. Import.np import.pd2. Run your library again. Make sure you run your library. Use those two cells. Just two cells. Run it over again. Then make sure your library is downloaded. So by now, we shouldn't be having any error. Ken Day is asking where do you get your data set from? Go to Kaggle and download it. Okay, now, very quickly, because of our time, so that we'll be enjoying this stuff. PD dot somebody say you have done that. Just PD dot awesome. Okay, I have like two. Now, from this data set, this is where the work is. You know, Oluwole and Isaac, they talked us about imputation, mean and media. We need to clean our data set. So we'll be seeing something like insulin is zero, is zero, is zero. Then another part again is zero. Okay, this one is the outcome. This is also have this diabetes. The another part again is zero. So it's not common. How will insulin be having zero? Like you go to hospital and they say that we don't know if you have something, I don't know if you don't have anything. So all these data sets here, all these informations here, they show that they have a range. Like from so. This is your blood group, or this is your blood sugar. From so to so, this is your blood body mass index or blood pressure, right? For some of you that are using another data set, you should have been seeing it, but you need to learn, you need to know the features, how they calculate all those features. We don't need that because if I start explaining, it's going to take long. But what I want us to see in this class is those parts or those column that you see is 000. This is where you clean your data set. You're cleaning. We need to clean it. We need to put something there. Because when I want to put it in our model, nothing will work. Right? So nothing will work. The skin thickness that is 0. Correct. That is good. Blessing. Right. So we need to clean that. We need to work with that. We need to remove that and the likes. Now I want to now know from my data set the total number of people that have diabetes and the people that don't have diabetes. Everything we are doing now is data analysis. So before we enter data, well, we need to do data analysis before we enter data and machine learning. We need to know, clean our data set before we feed into our model. So I want to know the number of people that have diabetes and number of people that don't have diabetes. So I set my something to, you can just go to print DF, just flow, like what is on your screen, type it out. Like when I run this code, it's telling me that 0 people they know have diabetes. That is, 0 means the people that don't have diabetes, 1 means the people that have diabetes. 0 and 1. Right? And how do I do this? How did I get 500 people and 200? When you just print DF outcome. Now, on this part here, there's something called outcome. And this will say, for this first patient, this first person here, the pregnancy is 6, glucose is 148, blood pressure 72, right? Skin thickness 35, insulin is 0. That when we are now done with everything, when they check everything and the person age is 50, they tell us that the person have diabetes. The second patient too, like that. This person not have diabetes is 0. Like that, this person have diabetes 1. So the one unique thing about this code or this Python code is instead of now looking at the Excel sheet one by one, you can just do your print and pick just this column, these features alone, outcome. We'll just pick this outcome alone and say, okay, I want to know the total number and do value count, just this value count. The total number of people that have diabetes so and people that don't have diabetes. Simple. You know, when you do code, it will show you the total number. Very, very simple. In our next class, we'll be doing EDA, like bar charts. I think I'll show you in code too. I'll show you like EDA. Right. Be sure. This man is funny. And his skin thickness is 0. Those that have equal 1, they are actually missing value. Correct piece. Correct. Charts. GPT say it is not an actual error, but a warning. Okay, I'm not seeing your screen. I'm not seeing your screen. I'm not seeing your screen. Why is mine saying name error, name df error? It's your code. I don't know if you are following the code. Follow the code. So we'll solve that. We'll solve all this off maybe next. I want to be fast because imputation is very, very necessary. We need to clean our data set today. Or maybe the next class we'll clean it and then we'll do ID, then okay, yeah, we can do that together. Why am I saying name error? Your stuff is saying name error because what you define, the variable you defined, is it df? And please, your variable you define, is it df? Now, if you have checked for the outcome, like the outcome, in total number of people that are having diabetes and people that don't have diabetes, I want to see from the comment section. Yes, 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 no, yes, yes, yes. Invalid syntax. Now I'll be typing it for my end again and follow. Print, open bracket and close bracket. Print, open bracket and close bracket. Then go inside the open bracket and close bracket. You go inside, right? And there's df, because I've been using our df. Df is I've declared a variable. I can call it BL. I can call it divine. I can call it blessing. I can call it anything. But the short form df, then your bracket or parentheses. I don't know what I can call it bracket. Then what I want to focus on is the outcome. The people that are having diabetes, I want to check the total outcome. Then in column, either double colon or one column. I think it's just one column. Outcome. Be careful of your spelling. Now, this part, now you might be having issues in your stuff here. It is capital letter O-U-T. This way you have to be careful. Capital letter O-U, outcome, not small letter. If you want to focus on age, it is capital letter A-G-E. I guess this will solve some of the problem that some of us are having now. Outcome, the inside dot value count. What value count is doing? Value count the total number of people that is having diabetes and the people that does not have diabetes. Then you close the column. Simple, and you run. I'm running this one twice now. It's showing me twice. Then I'll be teaching us the data type. Integer 64. Like so, if you have done that, I want to see it on the comment section before we continue. So it's case sensitive. Yes, go and change. Someone said done. Go and change. Not everything should not look at the outcome, the spelling. Other stuff can be okay, but the spelling, don't look at it. Right? Addressing up tell them that. Okay, yeah. So my boss is we will be dropping assignment 1 and assignment 2 on your group. Be sending it to us. All these things we are doing now will be sending to us. Okay, yeah. Now I can see done. Correct. I guess the issue we have is that the spelling, like case sensitive something. So you have to be careful with that. Correct. Done now. Correct. Isaac. Awesome. So let's continue. Awesome. This is beautiful. That is beautiful. Awesome. I will have tell you to clap for yourself. If you can do this stuff, and is it last 2 months, last 2 or 3 months ago, I received about, is it $100 for just this stuff I did, $100. That's about 160K or so. This data virtualization, just $100. Like, please, can you help me? From somebody from UK or US, can you help me do virtualization? I want to see the total number of so. Simple. And I did it. And I collect my money. Correct. I love this class. People are following. Peace, whatever are you having? Let's continue. I believe Mr. Oluwole we handle that. You shouldn't have no hope for collab user. There's hope for collab user. What you do is collab. What you do is just go download your data set first. Then put your data set in your driver. Put your data set on driver. Pay to import. This is the error message I got. Importing NumPy and pandas. You have not done Jaxi. You have not import. I don't know if you have installed your I could not match plot when installing my library. we'll be doing that next class. Let's continue. Do you advertise it? And if yes, I don't understand some of your questions. So I now that this is awesome, then another cell. Can you just do data.shape, df.shape, df.shape? Can you do that? So what this thing is telling me what this df.shape is telling me is I want to know the total number of instances and the total number of features, attributes. So what is telling me is column and attribute, df.shape. That is to say, this stuff now, we have one, let us count it together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're together. The ability PDK function is together. 7, 8, and the last one is 9. But in the actual sense, in the real sense, we have 8. But what my code is doing is giving me all the features together, all these features, telling me that there are 9 features. Now, it's giving me the total number. We have 767, yes. But it's telling me here we have 768. Now, I'll explain that. I wanted to ask a question, but because of my time, I'll explain that. Why is it I'm seeing 768 here and I'm seeing 769 here? It's because programming language, most programming will start from zero. That is the meaning. Like if I say I have 5 people and Blessing, Oluwole, and Isaac. So if I want, we are 3, Abi, but in programming language, it is 2. That is 0, 1, 2. Right? So I've explained that 0, 1, 2 is here indexing. Okay. There's always indexing. But I have to calm down to people's level. Correct. So why am I using open bracket, close bracket on DSC? Why are we not using the the question you're asking? Can you try it? Put open bracket and close bracket. Put it and let us see it's good. Let us see the error. Might see 0. Why are you having 0? Might see 0. 0 to are they tell me awesome. Then again, if maybe I'm telling you to do something like this, like this, sometimes instead of asking question, you just sit down as a programmer, remove one line, just remove one line of code, remove something, you will see the error. And that's one thing about Python. Python will tell you, Jupyter Notebook will tell you that so something is missing. Syntax error, so something is missing. Go back to so place. Maybe in the next class, I'll be showing us how I debug some of my error. Thank God for the likes of LLM, especially ChatGPT, Copilot, and like. So nowadays I'm not stressing again. One of my code that I worked on the ability similitudes, I think it's on my LinkedIn, that I did the code. It took me 2 years to work on the code and also to publish the paper. 2 years, right? But now, apparently now, because of error, so apparently now what I'm doing is, if I have any error, instead of just thinking, I'll just take it, just copy the error part, take it to ChatGPT or take it to all this LLM stuff. Then please, what is happening here? What's the issue? And the guy, wonderful guy, it will solve it for me. So he gets me. Amarashi is awesome. 9 features and 768 instances. As a data scientist, this is how we need to be. We should be saying it like the total number of columns, rows, and then the features, column. I need differentiate between the buckets, sir. I said you should try it. Try it on your system. Put bucket and no put bucket and see what it's going to give you. Multiple array fail to import this is an error. Now, all this error that people are typing, some people say don't. All this error you're typing is from the beginning. It's simple stuff from the beginning. I don't know if you are following the code. Is this in there? Do you want it? Is your spelling correct? You have to be careful with your spelling. The header, is it correct? The def tail. When I started my coding one time, maybe I want to check the tail. Is it correct? All these things, just go and check it. Right. Okay, but because of our time, let me see. So we have 768 instances and then 9 attributes. Now, what kind of variables are present? Which one do you think might influence diabetes diagnosis? Now, this was the question. The most important variables or features that influence diabetes mellitus, the most important features that influence it. somebody said from the first class, from the first when we started this glucose, sugar, right? Glucose affect diabetes. So that is something. So we'll be picking the columns that affect diabetes to train our model with. Now your from Abi, let me ask the question again. Abi, what other stuff affect diabetes mellitus from the data set when we want it? What other stuff affects diabetes mellitus apart from glucose that I've mentioned? I think blood pressure too is there as affect diabetes mellitus, right? What other stuff do you think affects diabetes to being diabetes mellitus? Victoria, why are you confused? Are you following? Are you following our class? Pregnancy, correct. Pregnancy too affect diabetes mellitus. I've mentioned BMI, body mass index, correct. Age, correct. Age, I think there's a certain age that affects diabetes mellitus, correct. Shad, age, correct. Pregnancy affect diabetes mellitus. Insulin, yeah, I was waiting for this. Insulin. Thickness affect diabetes mellitus. Now, all these things, I think for some of us that are flowing, I have a question. I'd like to know if Ezel can do data visualization. Yes, Ezel can do it as Python calls on my Ezel. I can make use of some Python formula. I'm not sure if you can make your Python formula for Ezel, but Ezel can do some basic visualization. Right? Body mass index, gene is gene in the data set. Gene is not there, but gene too affect diabetes mellitus, right? So this is beautiful. Let's continue sharp. Then there's something like df.info. df.info. Can you try it in the next cell? Now, what df.info is telling me is, as a programmer, most times I want to know the total number of, I want to know the integer variables, I want to know the float variables, I want to know the integer variable, float variables, and what again? I think we have integer data type. Oluwole taught us, Isaac too. Yes, he put us through in integer variables and data types like that. So I want to know the data types. So do that and let us see what it's going to give you. So it's telling me that now when I do this and I run my code, it's telling me that pregnancy, this is data type for pregnancy, 64 integer. That is whole number. They've taught us all this something. I'm not supposed to be explaining this again and again. They've taught us glucose, all of them are integer. Blood pressure, all of them are integer. Then I'm seeing floats. BMI, body mass index. I'm seeing floats. 64 is a float. This most times is to like there was when we get there now, we're telling us why I'm running this code. Right. So okay, why am I seeing integer data type, float, and like come back here, you see something like all pregnancy, they are integers, no dots. But BMI, there's dots, 32.9, 32.8, 26.2, 30.1, floats. In programming language, it's not decimal, but they call it floats, right? Right. So when you run this code, this is what it's going to give us. Right? And correct. Okay, this is awesome. People are flowing. And for those of us that is finding one or two small things, I believe they said we're going to have like a group something that we're going to be inside, or you can shout us. If you have any error, you can send to us. Then we'll solve it together. So I love this. What I'm saving today, this description. Now we have another stuff again. Oluwole have taught us this. Mr. Oluwole, yes. Data describe. You don't be wondering, data describe. So it's simple stuff. So all these things are just insight to our data set. We want to know the insight to our data set. Now, with this data describe, just what data describe is doing, basically, you want to count the total number of cells if it is still complete. If we still have 768 instances, it's doing the mean value for me. I'll be showing us that. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but this one is just basic standard deviation, the minimum value. But what I'm concerned is most times is when I'm using data describe is insight. When we get to ED, that is exploratory data analysis. When we get to ED, then we're doing the bar chart, pie charts, seeing all those stuff. You'll be seeing all these things here. So what concerns me is this minimum. This minimum is telling me that in my data set there are plenty zeros. I need to clean this data set. I can't put this zero into my model. That is what it's telling me. Right? So please let us try it on our system. If you are with me, try it on your system and see what it's going to give us. Same thing, you'll be seeing same thing like this and the likes. So data df dot describe def dot describe def dot describe. Correct. So more time, time. Please, how can I reach out to the admin? Please, like email or something. They'll will send it. I believe I'll forward email to us or our link. Then some of you, if you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I think I will appreciate for some of us that are having issues because we have 2 minutes more. And the next thing is, though we will continue in next class. Describe great statistics summary. Correct. I'm actually Grace. Awesome. So in the next class, I want to round up. I don't want to bombard us with too much stuff. I believe for this class, you know how to load your data set, data sorting. You go online, you do your data sorting. Okay, then you any folder it is, you take it to the folder you want to work with. Then start do your basic natural insight analysis, right? So I will stop here. Like if I scroll down now, all this stuff here, you'll be seeing like analysis. All this analysis is all simple code though. Don't be scared though. They're all simple code. Like simple EDA. I will do EDA next week. I will do EDA next week. The next upper week we'll start applying a model. Like see, people that are suffering from diabetes and people that don't have diabetes, just a simple by chart. This is a simple code. Just a simple code that can do that. Simple something that we'll just play with. We'll play with this stuff. But next class will be we'll be sharing this link. I guess this code already. They will forward it to us soon. Next class will be now how we now need to solve this all these issues, all this is 000. We need to clean our data set actually. How we need to solve it. Then the next class will be working with median. Median. Maybe I'll just work with only median. Then I'll tell you us to work with mean. It's very, very, very simple. Like the best of the best. Data analysis, machine learning, ML, all these stuff they are easy that we can work with. Yeah. So okay, I have a question again. Can you identify any features column where zero might be biological incorrect? Insulin, you can't use insulin. You can't go to hospital and doctor says you don't see anything in your body. So we need numbers to to represent all those features. So in the next class, we'll be looking at how we clean our data set now. Looking at how we are going to clean our data set, and we continue from there. I believe we are going to share the assignment with us. Share the assignment with us. Time up is complete. This way. We share the assignment with us, assignment 1 and assignment 2, then we'll continue in the next class. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.